Hello everyone, welcome to Cloud KT. On today's video episode, I'm going to talk about Azure Cloud MySignIns. So Azure Active Directory MySignIns is a new feature recently informed by Microsoft, which is giving more kind of a power to the end users. So what problems do exactly Azure Active Directory MySignIns address? Well, it first of all, it's actually a feature on the My Portal for the end user. It's a new button now available. It's allow you to end user to understand whether your user account has been abused by someone try to guess and try to log in from different application or from strange locations. So end user can directly go into the portal and find out all the signings and from which devices he or she has logged in, and if they identified any suspicious activity, they can go ahead and inform the administrator or go ahead and try to reset the password. This is also one of the good option where it will encourage you to go and enable MFA, multi-factor authentication, because it has become very norm to understand using the username and password is no longer secure anymore. So minimum you need to have two-factor authentication and part of the MFA method. So being all said that, let's try to figure it out how to enable that one. So to do that one, I'm going to switch on to my Azure portal, and if I go back to the Azure Active Directory, this is the only feature that we need to verify it has been enabled on the Azure portal by the administrator in order for us to end user to go ahead and access that portal. So if I go to the Azure Active Directory, all users, and go to user settings, under user settings, if we scroll down, there's option called manage user feature preview settings. Once you click that, you need to make sure under the users can use preview feature for registering and managing security info. Enhance that under that particular option you have selected all. In our case, the all has been already selected. So with that has been done, now let's try to go to the mysignings.microsoft.com. So I'll go with mysignings.microsoft.com, and it will pick up my credentials because I am already logged in. So this is how the interface is going to be like. Now if I go to the overview, which is the family interface for you all if you have a login into this portal. So normally you used to have security information, devices, password, your organization, so on and so forth. So the new button actually came along is MySignIns. So again, if I go from there, review recent activity, you will be able to see from where you were successfully able to log in and from which operating system, the application which you used to log in, and then the nearest public IP. Based on the IP address, it will show you the nearest location. The accuracy might have slight of a problem depending on the situation. And if I look at the apps, these apps are what actually matters. If you find out this application name, it seems to be very suspicious. If you find out a application that you never used and showing that it's login, then you know exactly something going on fishy. Apart from that, it will show you from whether you log in from mobile device or from a Windows or any other device. So these are the small information which has been given, and as you can see, the history goes on and on straight away. So it seems to be like not a big deal, but if you look carefully, then you will find actually this is going to really give you the end user a view or authority to go ahead and understand how his or her user account actually being used. So this is how actually it's going on, and under the search button you can provide the parameters like the application names or the operating system names, and then filter, because when you have so many log history, you can do the filtering part. So that's very high level how this MySignIns actually work. So if I switch back to the presentation deck, now you saw how it works, but is that all? What's the future? So in future, according to Microsoft, they are going to expect to introduce two buttons in front of those login. saying this wasn't me or this was me. So then he or she can actually authorize or acknowledge that particular login. So those information will be get back and collected by the administrator, and he or she will be able to help if require support. And in future also Microsoft expecting to integrate the identity protection detected highlight unusual activities also into the portal. So it will give much more visibility for the end user. In case if you are feeling like much more better option is there, you should be Microsoft should be adding to the portal. Of course, Microsoft is ready to listen and enhance this particular feature. So you can go to ak.ms/Azure AD feedback and provide your feedback, what improvement or the features you should like to see on MySignIns. So I really hope this short video really gave some good insight. In future, in the second video, I'll introduce how we can actually integrate this particular icon onto the O365 portal.